Hello YouTube, it's William. It's Sunday and I am normalizing some blades, kind of taking it easy. Hadn't done a video in a while. And so welcome to another introduction. For about the past week or a little over a week, I have been using a knife that has quickly become my favorite small knife. I've used it from in the process in the shop to kitchen chores to yard work to just whittling on a stick. And when I designed this knife, I took all of my experience and what I've learned in my little old short lifetime of what I enjoyed and what I liked in a knife, and how I use a knife, and I put it all into this one knife, and this is it. This is the Daily Chore. This one has Bacardi wood with black liners. It has the wide mouth Coke bottle shape that I introduced in my handle video of a few days ago, or maybe a week ago now. I'm not sure. But this I'm going to lead you through it, and the specs are irrelevant. But this one has a 4-inch blade, 5/32 01 tool steel, full flat grind. So the handle on it is probably about 5.5. It's a very long handle, and I wanted that because I wanted plenty of room that I could pretty much hold it any way that I wanted to and still be comfortable. Because in a lot of the carving, you want to be up close to the blade. Remember, the closer your hand is to where you're cutting, the safer that blade is and the more control you have over it. But yet I wanted something back here in case I wanted to have a little bit of chopping ability with a small blade. If you get back here, it acts more like a larger knife. Now, I mean, there is limitations, of course, but it acts more like a large knife. Let's put it that way. And my findings are that, like I said, this is quickly becoming my favorite knife. I carry this everywhere. Even when I went to town, I carry this knife, not as a neck knife, but this Kydex sheath, which you disconnect it from the neck cord, it fits in your pocket. I mean, it's like a pocket knife, and it's you don't even realize it's there. And I love this knife. I mean, I know I've ranted and raved about other knives, but I'm gonna tell you what, I have not found anything that this knife can't do, from slicing tomatoes to wood carving to heavy duty use. I cut out 5 sheaths with this knife, and I mean, it just sliced through leather like it was nobody's business. And it's just the geometry of the blade. Now, I like curved blades, so this one has a curved blade, a belly. I like a kukri design because it drops the point down below the handle. This is not quite the curve and recurve of a kukri, but it still has the point, or the blade is dropped below the handle just slightly. That clears your hand for all the chores of cutting, meat processing, all your belly cuts. If you look how your blade picks up for your cuts when scanning game, it picks your hand up out of the way, so when you do those cuts, your hand isn't in the way. The handle on it has the wide part up at the top, and I use that as a thumb. I place my thumb on it as a fulcrum, and you can just slice through with very little effort at all. And this is oak. This is seasoned oak at that. So, people rave about Scandies. I don't think they're all that, folks, but hey, to each their own. I think a full flat will cut better and last longer and has more benefits than a Scandi does, but that's my opinion. But that flat place there gives you a place to rest your thumb for all the cuts, and you don't have to rest your thumb on the blade where it's sharp. You still have a 90-degree spine. So we're doing all the scraping and all that. Now, of course, with a full flat, I mean, you get the benefits of slicing ability with a 5/32 thickness blade, which is what this one is. You get strength. It's just, to me, it is a great all-purpose daily carry knife. That's why I call it the daily chore. No matter how you hold it, it's comfortable. You can choke up on it and get those very fine cuts, or you can get back out here and get some power behind it. I mean, I haven't used this knife yet in any position that was uncomfortable, and the knife didn't excel at it. So there you have it. I mean, it's this one's 01 tool steel. Price point, all my knives are pretty much in line. It just depends on what steel. It may vary $25, $30 here or there. Depends on what you want on handle material and liners and sheaths and everything else. But this setup here with a Bacardi wood, because I know I'm going to be asked, with a Bacardi wood, this is presentation grade Bacardi woods. It's $60 a scale, okay? With black liners, that's an additional $10. So that's $70 just in handle material. Kydex sheath, that's about $30. You got a sharpening steel here, that's another $10. So, I mean, when you start adding all this up, this is about a $250 setup here. But that doesn't mean that that's what the knife is. It's because of all the other additional stuff that you wanted. So you can get a basic model of this knife for right at 200 bucks. Okay, and I mean, that's just one color micarta. Now, if you have big hands and want a thick handle, you have to have the liners. That gives me plenty of material that I can shape and form for a wide handle. That's this part here. This is the well, let me back up. This is the width. This is the thickness. So if you want a thick handle, you need liners. Okay. I get asked that question a lot. What's the purpose of liners? Well, most of the time they're to be purdy, but if you get the thick ones, that means that you're thickening the scales, because the thickest scales I can get is 3/8, and it's not enough there by the time you shape it without the liners if you want a very thick handle. Okay, so there you have it. I mean, it also has the chest lever cuts. You can just rest your thumb right there where that little divot is right there. Thumb just rests on there, just as purty and plain and easy as you please. And you can do the chest lever cut. And that was through a knot, folks. That was through a knot. 5/32 thick steel with a full flat grind. And I mean, it can get in there and twist in and out of oak. Like nobody's business. I am very pleased with this knife. For a general purpose, all around, everyday, daily chore, this, I haven't seen anything that beats it yet. So, get you one. If you're interested in purchasing one, send me a PM. Don't ask in the comments below, I want one of these knives, how do I get it? I have a website. It's listed at the front of the video. It's listed in the comments. It's listed in the description. Go to the website, wcknives.com. There's a contact page there. So contact me through there, and I will respond to you very shortly, within just a few hours. If I don't, that means I didn't get it, which I don't know of any person that's had problem getting that to me once they fill that form out properly. Now you have to put your contact information. Don't just put your name and ask a question, because I have to have an email address to get back with you. Okay? So, Until the next one, you guys be safe. Get out in the backyard, whittle on a stick. Build a fire if you can. Roast weenie. Take a child with you. Teach that child how to light a fire, how to build a fire, the process of it, how to whittle on a stick, how to use a knife properly. And if you do, take plenty of Band-Aids and lots of knives. We'll catch you again soon.